Alright. Hey, stop glitching, camera! Damn. Alright. Hey guys, it's Shirley-XML here, and before you complain about the glitch at the bottom of the screen there, I don't know what's going on, so we're just gonna ignore that. For this video, I bought a, not necessarily broken, but like, slightly damaged Nintendo 3DS XL. If you remember my trying to install Friday Night Funkin' for the 3DS but everything goes wrong video from like, I can't remember if that was like very early 2023 or like 2022, but I made a video trying to install Funkin' 3DS on my old 3DS, but because it's the old model, its hardware is too weak to run Friday Night Funkin' for the 3DS. So I went on eBay and bought a used 3DS XL, but it's ever so slightly damaged. It has issues with the screen, and it might have other issues that I'm not aware of, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, whoa, okay. Okay. All right, hold on. Yeah, so much for new camera. Epilepsy warning? It just keeps getting worse. Okay, I'm gonna replug the camera. Okay. As I was saying about the 3DS, so the screen flickers sometimes. Not sure if I mentioned that already. There may be other issues that I'm not aware of, but we should be able to pull through just fine. Like, it's not severely damaged. This did come out to be like $97.50 roughly though, so I'm going to need to stop spending for a while, but I do think it was worth the purchase, especially considering this listing was supposed to come with 2 games. I hope it's like Mario Kart 7 or something else. The thing is, I don't have anything immediately on me to open the package, so this is gonna take a while. Now I just need to rip the rest of the tape off. I gotta be careful not to show the front because that's got like very personal information. Why was this thing taped so thoroughly? Like it, oh. Oh, the label was put on the opposite side. Okay, let's just open it from the top then. Ooh, that was loud. That should do the trick though. If that doesn't, I don't know what will. Oh, Jesus. And now the dog is barking because she thought she heard something outside. Or, we have 2 dogs, but that's Luna barking. But the package is open. So, here we go. I'm gonna open it up. Okay, I see the 3DS. Let's see what else is in here. Do I see the 3DS or do I see something else? So I see something red, but it's not the 3DS apparently. It's just, well, no, it is the 3DS. I'm confused. Let's just get the packing peanuts out. Okay, so this is the charging cable. It might be weak, but that's fine, because I have a real 3DS that I can use my functioning charging cable for. Okay, so packing peanuts aside, this is the 3DS XL, and it should have 2 games. I'm gonna set the box aside. Oh, okay, I see. It's in like a container type thing. Okay. So it's in a DSI container for some reason. Don't know why. Oop, I wasn't facing the camera. But, yeah. Okay. Here is the 3DS XL. The top is in surprisingly good condition, and it is a 3DS XL, as you can see on the back there. And I'm assuming the other game is in the console right now, but the first game is... Hey! Mario Kart 7! Holy crap! I literally hoped that it would be Mario Kart 7, but that's pretty cool. Oh, is there... Oh, there is another, okay. The second game is... Oh, some Lego game. Lego Jurassic World. Okay. That's not really my thing, so I think I could sell it, but holy shit. I just realized how, like, is that rust or dirt? The Mario Kart 7 cartridge is, like, really dusty. I wish this camera wasn't far-sighted, because whenever I put, objects really close up to it, it starts to blur. That's, like, really annoying, especially considering what I had in mind for this camera for, like, I don't know, I lost my train of thought, but... let's see if the 3DS XL has any charge, and we'll check out how bad the screen flicker issue is. Ooh, yeah, it's low on battery there. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, so it only flickered once, or twice. There are a bunch of unopened apps from what I can see, but the screen only flickered like twice on startup. Aside from that, it seems to be fine. I don't notice any screen bending, because the listing said that the screen was dented. I don't feel any dents, but the screen appears to be just fine. Like, it's not flickering or anything. It only flickered once or twice on startup, so let's go ahead and turn it off and... Ooh. I think I saw a white screen flicker there, but... I'm gonna turn it back on here. Nope. The screen is fine. The unopened apps are gone, but, wow, oh, never mind, they're back. Oh, the YouTube app. That's the first one. Sorry I'm not showing this on screen. Oh, I need to download it from the eShop. Yeah, forget that. Hey Pikmin demo. Okay, don't delete the icon. That's pretty cool. Miitopia demo. Okay. Okay, so just the YouTube app and some demos. Unfortunately, the YouTube app was like shut down years ago. But once I get this thing homebrewed, which is what I bought this for, we can get third tube on this thing, which is an unofficial working YouTube client for the 3DS. So that's pretty cool. The screen is not flickering at all, and despite it being on low battery, I've been able to, like, it's been on for like a good minute or so now. But let's check out the Spot Pass notifications. Oh, I see. Wow, YouTube is here. The irony. What year was this for? Or from? I wish the screen wasn't so fucking bright. Good thing I can, like, change that in the settings, but... Wow, YouTube is here. Discover and watch your favorite videos and channels on YouTube and the 3DS system. From calling YouTube to find channels you love. Watching videos just to the end, you can like, share, comment, more. That's what YouTube is doing right now, without video yet. Assigning to YouTube, using access to channels, playlists, favorites, any device you YouTube friends and 3DS free, download systems, have to use my phone or Nintendo. Wow, man. That was from when the YouTube app first came out for the 3DS. Now it's shut down. That's crazy, man. It seems to be working as intended. I'm not noticing anything wrong with this right now. Like, I genuinely think I just got an upgrade. I'm thinking I should probably connect to the network, but yeah, it's working perfectly fine. Okay, I guess the bottom screen is like ever so slightly darker than the top one. Either that or the top one is different from the bottom, but like that is not annoying at all. Like, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I genuinely think I just got me a new 3DS. That is so cool. So, I'm gonna plug this thing into charge and meddle around with it a little bit, but, in the next clip, we'll actually get to the homebrewing, so stay tuned. Oh no, not the camera glitchies already. I just hit record, dude, really? Alright, I am back. I've finished my schoolwork, and it is now officially the weekend, so, time to mod the 3DS XL. So I've got 3ds.hacks.guide on another monitor here, and I'm basically just going to be following step by step. The latest 3DS firmware is 11.17.0, I'm on that. If your console is running Luma 10.2.1 or higher, it is 100% safe to update. You can check your Luma version by holding select while booting your console. If your console is on an older Luma version, you should update Luma before you update your console to 11.17.0. If your console does not yet have custom firmware, you can install it now on all firmwares with this guide. CFW is a full software modification for your 3DS, comparable to administrator access on a computer. It allows you to do anything that the 3DS is physically capable of doing, rather than being limited by whatever Nintendo allows you to do. Popular uses for custom firmware include running homebrew software and games made for or ported to the Nintendo 3DS, bypassing the region lock allowing you to play games from other regions, home menu customization, including community-created themes and badges, modification of games, also known as ROM hacks through layered FS, save data editing, backup and restore, and emulation of older consoles, as well as native playback of DS and GBA games, and installing your physical cartridges for digital use. You can do that? That's cool. Okay, what does this guide install? This guide will install Boot 9 Strap and Luma 3DS custom firmware on unmodified retail 3DS or 2DS consoles, Luma 3DS will automatically remove the region lock and allow you to run unsigned software. Install various pieces of homebrew software such as a package installer, save file manager, and a homebrew app store, and make critical system file backups that can help avoid bricks and recover data in the event of one. Continue to key information. If this is your first time modding a 3DS, or you're unfamiliar with technology, keep reading. Otherwise, if you have prior experience and know what you're doing, continue to get started. To follow this guide, you'll need an SD card with a capacity of at least 2 gigabytes. The one that's in the 3DS XL right now has 4. So we're all good. What? Yeah, give me a second. Potential risks. By modding your console, you subject it to the remote but non-zero possibility of the console being banned from online play or bricked, rendered non-functional. Before starting this guide, we'll see if custom firmware is already installed and check the current system version of your console. Okay, step 1, power off the console. Oh, there goes the screen flicker. It's not that annoying, but I do notice that the colors are like very exaggerated during gameplay, and sometimes that happens. Hold the select button. So that's on the other side here. And then power on the console while still holding the select button. If you do not see a custom menu, your console just boots to the home menu. You may proceed to the next section. If you see the Luma 3DS configuration screen or any other custom menu, e.g. God Mode 9, Decrypt 9 Whip, stop. You already have custom firmware. Continue from here. Okay, I think it's just going to boot to the regular menu. Yeah, okay, we don't have any custom firmware on this, so we can turn it off. Section 2, System Version Check. Launch system settings on your console. Your system version will be displayed on the bottom right of the top screen, e.g. ver 11.17.050U. Yeah, that's pretty much what my current version is on the 3DS XL, something along those lines. Section 3, select a method. To find the correct method for your console, please select the model of your console and the system version you found in Section 2. Let's actually double check the version real quick, so let's go to System Settings. 11.5.038U. Okay, so on 3ds.hacks, I'm going to select 38 on the final section. Oh, 11.5. 11.5.038U. Confirm. Installing Boot 9 Strap, S-Sloth Browser. S-Sloth allows users on version 11.13.0 and below to bypass the browser version check, allowing the use of new browser hacks or old browser hacks. Compatible with versions 11.4.0 through 11.13.0 in all regions, which can then be used in conjunction with Universal Other App. What you need: the latest release of Safe B9S installer. So let's get that going. The latest release of Boot 9 Strap, the latest release of Luma 3DS, and the latest release of Universal Other App. Weird, I didn't have to use Other App for my other 3DS, but that's probably because it's updated. In this section, you'll copy the files needed to trigger both browser hacks and Universal Other App. So, power off the console and insert your SD card into the computer. Let's switch to the desktop. Alright, we are now on the computer. So I've powered off the console and I have the SD card inserted right now. We're going to copy otherapp.bin to the root of the SD card and rename it to arm11code.bin. ARM11 code. The root of the SD card refers to the initial directory on your SD card where you can see the Nintendo 3DS folder but are not inside of it. If you do not see the .bin extension, do not add it to the end of the file name. Copy boot.firm and boot.3dsx from the Luma 3DS zip to the root of your SD card. Okay. Create a folder called boot9strap on the root of your SD card. boot9strap. Copy boot9strap.firm and boot9strap.firm.sha from the boot9strap zip to the boot9strap folder on the SD card. Okay, now we have the files in there. Copy safeb9sinstaller.bin from the safeb9sinstaller.zip to the root of the SD card. Reinsert the SD card and power on the console. Okay, and this should be it. Okay. Section 2, S-Sloth. In this section, you will change your internet connection settings to use a proxy network designed to bypass the browser version check, allowing the browser to function without a system update. This will allow you to access... I don't know what the fuck just happened, but we're going to carry on as if nothing happened. This will allow you to access the browser exploit webpage in the next section. If you haven't already, make sure you have a working connection set up on your console. Launch the System Settings application. We were just there. Navigate to Internet Settings, Connection Settings. Okay. Internet Settings, Connection Settings. I believe we have to set up some, like, proxy, yeah. Click on your network connection slot and navigate to Change Settings, next page, right arrow, Proxy Settings. Change Settings, right arrow, Proxy Settings. Yes. Detailed setup. Set the proxy server to ssloth.nintendohomebrew.com and set the port to 8080. Click OK, then save. Okay. ssloth.nintendohomebrew.com. Yep, that looks right. Port 8080. Click OK, then hit save. When prompted, click Test to perform the connection test. The test should succeed. Okay. We're doing the connection test. Okay. Connection successful. Okay. Press back twice, then close to go back to the home menu. Back, close. Section 3, Launching SafeB9S Installer. In this section, you'll visit the browser exploit webpage, which will use Universal Other App to launch the boot9strap custom firmware installer. On the home menu, press the left and right shoulder buttons at the same time to open the camera. If you're unable to open the camera, open the Internet Explorer and manually type the URL instead. Some GitHub link. Okay. Tap the QR code button and scan this QR code. Okay. Oh. Could not find an SD card. Uh-oh. I swear I inserted it. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Hold on a minute. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to type in the URL manually because every time I go to the camera thing, it keeps telling me that it couldn't find the SD card, but I just tried ejecting the SD card on the home menu and it said, like, please turn off the power before removing the SD card. So for some reason, it's exclusively not detecting it when I'm on that camera thing. So we're just gonna go to the internet browser and do the thing, and it shouldn't tell us could not acquire page. Okay, so we should be able to use the browser now. So we type in this GitHub link. That looks about right. Proxy exit. Please set your internet back to normal. Okay. I'm going to assume that's supposed to happen, and I'm gonna do that. Please set your internet back to normal. I don't think that... Something feels off. I don't think that was supposed to happen, but... Change settings. Please set your internet connection back to normal. That was so weird. Like, did I even have to do all that DNS stuff? What if I load the... Wait. If I load it without the proxy, it's probably going to say that a system update's required. Oh. Proceed to hacks. old 3DS USV 1.7630. Okay. Proceed to hacks. Hacks in progress, please wait. Okay. Oh. Oh. There we go. All right. We got results. All input files verified. To install firm, enter the sequence below or press B to cancel. To proceed, enter this. Left, down, right, up, A. Left, down, right, up, A. All right. We did it. We got the payload. We are modding. God, jeez, the homebrew looks so fucking good on the big screen. Sig hacks to firm install success. A to continue. And the screen goes dark. All right. Luma 3DS V 13.0.2 configuration. Use the D-pad and A to change settings. Screen brightness. Okay, we're going to set that back to normal. Yeah, we're going to set it to lowest because even it doesn't look that coherent. So for some reason this thing is infinitely far-sighted now. It's only really that legible from this far, which obviously I'm not going to have the 3DS this far. Because then you could see the background, and I don't want you to see my messy-ass room. So, okay. We're just going to have to deal with the blur. Enable loading external firms and modules. I don't know what that does, so I'm going to leave that off. Enable game patching. Yes. Show GBA boot screen and patched AGB firm. Yeah, sure, why not? Enable custom upscaling filters for DSi, don't really need that. Allow left plus right or up plus down combos for DSi, don't really need that. Okay, now we're going to save and exit. Section 4, installing boot 9 strap. In this section, you'll install custom firmware onto your console. When prompted, input the key given on the top screen to install boot 9 strap. Wait, whoa. I technically did like sections 4 and 5 backwards. I think I already did the boot 9 strap thing. But to do the boot 9 strap thing, I had to set my internet back to normal. Whoa, alright. At this point, your console will boot to Luma 3DS by default. Luma 3DS does not look any different from the normal home menu. If your console is booted into the home menu, it's running custom firmware. On the next page, you'll install useful homebrew applications to complete your setup. Okay. Required reading. The file boot.firm is what's launched by boot 9 strap itself after it finishes loading off of NAND. In this case, we're using Luma 3DS by Luma Team to patch the console, allowing it to run homebrew software. On this page, we'll make critical system backups and install some homebrew programs. Most of these steps will be automated using a script that you'll run on your console. This script will install the following applications. FBI installs CIA formatted applications. Homebrew Launcher Loader launches the Homebrew Launcher. Thanks. Anemone 3DS installs custom themes. Checkpoint backs up and restores save files for 3DS and DS games. FTPD access your 3DS SD card wirelessly. Universal Updater, a homebrew app store for downloading homebrew from the 3DS over Wi-Fi. And God Mode 9, multi-purpose tool which can do NAND and cartridge functions. If you don't want any of these applications, you can remove them after you finish this page by navigating to System Settings, Data Management, Nintendo 3DS Software. God Mode 9 cannot be removed in this way and is generally required for other functions. Alright, we're gonna do more SD card meddling. So what you need, finalizing.zip, direct download. Section 1, prep work. In this section, you'll copy the files necessary to follow the rest of the instructions on this page. Power off your console and insert your SD card into your computer, so we're switching again. So let's power off. Now copy the contents of finalizing.zip, finalize GM9 and Luma to the root of your SD card, merging/replacing any existing folders if prompted. I completely forgot to get the SD card because I was reading Discord DMs, so give me a second. Okay, so all I had to do was literally copy the files. Okay. Alright, Section 2, Custom Firmware Check. As an additional safety measure, we will perform an additional check for custom firmware. If custom firmware is not installed by this point for any reason, the next section may render your console unable to be hacked without external hardware. Okay. So, power off the console, hold the select button, power on your console while still holding the select button. Oh, there it is. If the check was successful, your console should have booted into the Luma 3DS configuration menu. Press start to save and reboot. Section 3, updating the system. In this section, you'll update your system to the latest version, which is safe to do with custom firmware. Update your console by going to System Settings, then Other Settings, then going all the way to the right and using System Update. Okay, man, System Settings is getting a lot of attention. Okay, connecting to the internet, and now it's updating. Okay. Updates while using B9S plus Luma, what you have, are saved. The updater may display a message saying your system is up to date instead of updating. This is normal if you're already up to date. Continue to the next section. If this gives you an error, set both your DNS settings and proxy settings to auto. So I believe we do actually have some updates to do, so I'm going to let it do its thing. And once it's done, I will resume the recording. Alright, the system update is complete. The system will now be restarted. And with that, Section 4, RTC and DSP Setup. In this section, you will sync your 3DS internal clock with the actual time and dump the sound firmware, which is necessary for some homebrew software to use sound properly. Press left shoulder plus D-pad down plus select at the same time to open the Rosalina menu. If one of these buttons is broken, download config.ini and put it in your Luma folder, replacing the existing one. This will change the Rosalina menu key combination to X plus Y. Okay. So, I don't need to do that because the buttons are fine, so left shoulder, D-pad down, select. I do this all the time on my regular 3DS, so hold on. There we go. Select miscellaneous options, select dump DSP firmware, and press B to continue. Select nullify user time offset. Alright, so we did all that. Section 5, setup script. In this section, you'll use a script to automate homebrew installation, SD card cleanup, and system file backup. Power off your console. Okay. Press and hold start, and while holding start, power on your console. This will load God Mode 9. Alright. Hey, 6th anniversary, that's pretty cool. If you do not boot into God Mode 9, ensure that you copy the 3 folders from finalizing.zip to the root of your SD card and that the folders are not misnamed, e.g. Luma 1. Anyway, if you're prompted to create an essential files backup, press A to do so, and then press A to continue once it's been completed. If you're prompted to fix the RTC date and time, press A to do so, then set the date and time, press A. Press Home to bring up the Action menu. Select Scripts, select Finalize. Scripts, Finalize. Okay. And now for some reason we're back on max brightness. I genuinely do not know what the deal is with that. But, whatever. It's like it's fucking thundering inside of the 3DS. It's constantly flickering white. I don't know why. And every time it does the woo 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 thing with the white, it's like a series of thunderclaps. Oh, I'm stupid. There's a thing at the bottom. Information 05, no title database. Ah, shit, I just spit on it. Title database not found. Press A to automatically import one. A title database is necessary for the script to run. Okay. Writing to sysnand is locked. Unlock it now. Yes. You want to enable sysnand level 1 writing permissions. This enables you to modify system data, installations, user data, and save games. To proceed, enter this. Down, up, right, up, A. Down, up, right, up, A. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. I ran out of space, but I have roughly a gigabyte left now. So by now, a lot of the stuff has finished, and the 3DS top screen is still going crazy. The last step did say it would take a while, so once the script says setup complete, press A to power off the device. If you do not see the message setup complete, the script was not successful and you will need to redo this section. Okay, and then after this finishes, insert the SD card into the computer, copy the GM9 backups folder to a safe location on your computer. This folder contains critical file backups and should be backed up to multiple locations, i.e. cloud storage if possible. The two sysnan files are your NAN backup and can be used to revert your console to a working state if it's bricked by a software issue. The essential.exefs file contains your console's system unique files and can be used to recover your data in the event of a hardware failure. If you still have them, delete the two sysnan files from the GM9 backups folder from your SD card. The essential.exefs file is small and may be kept on your SD card for ease of access. And then we're done. Custom firmware is fully configured on the console. So I just have to let this finish and we'll do the little last bit there. Alright, setup complete. Finally. That took long enough. Is it turning back on? No, it just turns off. Okay. So now we have to insert the SD card into the computer, copy the GM9 backups folder to a safe location on the computer, and blah blah blah. If I still have them, delete the two sysnan files from the GM9 backups folder from the SD card. The essential exefs file is small and may be kept on the SD card for ease of access. So give me a second to do this. Alright. Safe to say we have successfully homebrewed the console. Oh wow, that is a lot of software. Okay. So, let's start from the top here. This is FBI. There we go. This is FTPD. Homebrew launcher. You'll love to see it. This is Universal Updater. This is Anemone 3DS for themes. And this is Checkpoint. Alright. Well, there is one last thing that I want to do before I end off this video, and it revolves around a certain video that I tried to do roughly a year ago that failed miserably. And that is Friday Night Funkin' for the 3DS. Alright, I have just scanned the QR code. It's the exact same one from before. We're going to select yes. And it should install without a problem. Well, with this download speed, it's going to be absolutely miserable. Okay, I'll see when the download finishes then. So, I just came to a pretty bad realization. This model might still not be able to run Funkin' 3DS. I figured out that it is the new models specifically, like the ones that have new in the name. Those are the ones that are able to run Friday Night Funkin' for the 3DS. I do not know about the regular 3DS XL, so if this fails, then I basically just have an extra 3DS, basically. Which, I mean, I guess it's not entirely useless. I can still use it for homebrew experiments, but anything that's meant to run on a new 3DS or higher might not work. And, if that's true, then, that really sucks. And at this rate, I might have to settle with, like, setting up a really finicky Citra setup or something. I don't know at this point. But, let's pray that it works, even though I don't think it will. At this point, I really don't think it will. I think I'm starting to think that I should have spent the $97 on something else. At least I get Mario Kart 7, though. That's a plus. I played it a little bit, and it was, pretty entertaining. But, I'm gonna let the download finish, and, we'll have our little moment of truth once it's done. Alright, the download finished. Let's see if it works. Okay, here it is. Friday Night Funkin' for the 3DS. Will it work on the original 3DS XL? Let's find out. I expect to be disappointed. Fucking great. Awesome. Everything's fine. Yep. Just so you guys know, the only fucking reason that I bought this thing to begin with was so I could try to run Funkin' 3DS. That was literally why I bought this. That was the primary inspiration for buying the 3DS XL in the first place. But, unsurprisingly, we're met with the exact same error that I get on the old 3DS. So, this is just about as useful as running it on the original 3DS. I'm talking launch model, no XL, just the base 3DS. This is about as useful as running it on my real 3DS. And that's not to say that this is a fake. This is a real 3DS as well, but I'm talking about the 3DS that I've had for years. This is about as useful as running it on that fucking 3DS. Well, there is only one there's only one thing I can do at this point, and it involves getting a job. I give up. I bought an entire fucking new system only to get the same error. So yeah. Fuck me, I guess. I thought the XL had better hardware compared to my model, which was blatantly weaker. I'm at a loss of words. Okay. Yep, that's the video. All good things come to an end, I guess. Okay. Alright. So, if me from like 1 to 2 years into the future is watching this video, and you still do not have a new Nintendo 3DS XL yet, get off your ass and buy one. Because you need to remake this video, Shirley. Wow, I'm at a loss of I'm at a loss for words. This failed 2 times in a row. Wow. Yeah. Fuck it. That's the video. Alright.